It is.
Okay. This isn't the music we agreed to.
Yeah.
I can't actually remember what music was, what we were going to do. What is it?
It's D&D.
D&D VR.
How you feeling, Jimmy?
Alright. Bit better, thanks. Still
was
a bit
wrong?
ropey. Got an infection. Stomach
Oh, no.
infection.
Oh, anus infection.
Oh,
Basically.
don't worry about that. That happens.
I get them all the time.
Standard.
Stomach
semen.
infection. Is
Yeah.
that Helicobacter pylori?
Quite possibly.
Shut up.
Antibiotics, all like that.
It's tuberculosis.
Okay. Last we left off, you had ventured deeper into the pits of Bellinor, close now to the bottom. You had stumbled upon a Fomorian, a cursed fey giant, cursed with horrible ugliness due to their wicked evil ways. And upon defeating this creature, the curse was lifted and it returned to its beautiful, albeit dead, lifeless body. You then travelled through the tunnels far below the city of Azeron, and discovered a strange, dark body of water, a lake underground, still and eerie. You offered some rations to the lake, and then proceeded to travel up a secret stair, uncovering a hidden entrance into a bedchamber, where you made battle with some flame skulls, and we now find ourselves in this ancient grand bedchamber covered in cobwebs and dust. So, Peach Pals, what do you
Anyone
do?
like dust?
What size is the furniture here? Is it like human size or like dwarf size?
It's large enough for humans, but it's you notice there's a chair by one of the desks, which would be small for humans, more comfortable for one of the shorter races, so a gnome-sized chair.
Oh.
Can we investigate around and have a little look, see if there's anything of note?
There's a
Can
dead
we have a
body
look at
here.
the body that looks like it's burnt to a crisp?
Oh, night, guys. What are we doing then?
Has Joe gone again?
Oh, does he keep disappearing?
Yeah, he's gone. He did once before.
Oh, I see.
Well, I'm just going to say we found 5 fist-sized diamonds.
At least.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
La 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 la.
La la la.
Should we get Joe with the potato mic trick? Oh.
Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I get? Yeah, I heard you say potato mic trick.
This is not it.
Where'd you
Where
keep
did I get to?
disappearing? Well,
We
we found 5 fist-sized diamonds, you last said.
I don't think so. So yeah, if you want to look at a particular item in detail, then it would be an investigation check. Otherwise, perception. If you're just looking around the room.
Well, I think Joe wanted to perceive the room and Jimmy wanted to investigate the body. So why don't you go and do that? I will help you with both.
investigating the body.
The only thing you notice is the body is... Well, you notice 2 things. Firstly, the body seems to be more recent than the room it's found in. You notice a few clumps of charred flesh attached to the corpse, which, judging by the quantity of dust, decay, and cobwebs over all of the furniture in this room, suggests that this is a more recent addition to this room. The second thing, which I already alluded to, was that it is charred and burnt, with a large scorch mark stained onto the stone floor.
Dust. Anybody?
Welsh. What were you doing, Welsh?
I was going to investigate through over here, wherever this is.
So there's a series of desks with books and papers over them.
Can I look through them?
Yep. Do you want to make a investigation check?
Yeah. Anyone helping or?
Yeah, help you.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Why are you making fun of my voice?
18. Oh.
So the first there's you notice a stack of ancient parchment with some writing legible on the top of the parchment. You could it appears to be in a language that you're unfamiliar with.
Can we all just have a look at it, see if anyone understands it?
So you can only see the top layer of the parchment. You don't know if there's any writing that you would understand beneath it.
So no one understands the top layer.
No.
Can we turn the page?
As your finger touches the top parchment and you lift it, it just disintegrates into dust.
Dust! Anybody? No.
There is another layer underneath, in a similar script, different handwriting, but the same characters.
Has anybody got a spell, like Mage Hand, where we don't have to physically touch the item?
No.
What about you, Creamy?
Let's have a look. I have dispel magic.
Or even someone could lift it up with very carefully. I'm sure there's a check for that.
You could attempt to lift it up carefully with a sleight of hand check.
I think that's Taveron then, isn't it? He's got the
I can do that, everybody.
he's got the gentlest of
Sorry.
fingers.
Not what I've heard.
with great skill and precision, Taveron manages to lift the top layer of parchment off, place it aside, revealing, and again beneath another, again in a different handwriting, same characters, same script. They appear to be, judging from the format at least, a stack of letters.
A stack of like characters, or a stack of like,
A
envelopes?
stack of correspondences.
Okay.
Guys, am I on the map?
Yeah. Are you still playing on your toaster?
Yeah.
I've got access to you.
I can't see myself.
Or near
Can
the
you see
bed?
everyone else?
You're in the doorway now.
No, I can't see anything.
Tom's buying a new laptop.
I think I need to buy a laptop.
Can't even run a web browser.
It's really annoying.
Yes. So can anyone understand what the writing is? If we all have a look.
I'm guessing it's gnomish. Does anyone understand gnomish?
I don't think so. Does
No.
Creamy have comprehend languages?
Yes, she does actually. Oh, I'm going
Have
to
we
do
not
it.
used that so far in the whole campaign?
Creamy casts comprehend languages for the first time.
With a wave of arcane energy, Creamy watches as the letters suddenly shift and change, and she is able to read the correspondences on the cabinet. The two that you've uncovered so far, the first that you lifted up turned to dust, are both pleas from subjects of a king, pleading with to His Royal Highness to remove from court the Vizier Andromeda. Both letters express worry and concern that this Vizier, this advisor to the crown, is corrupting the king's will, bending it to her own, and making ill choices that have left misery and mayhem across the kingdom of Bellinor. And they both beseech the crown to do something about this evil woman before she brings ruin to the city.
Signed by anyone?
They are signed by Gnomish Name Generator.
Deputy Ruffle Smirk.
Deputy Dudley.
First one is so they address King Valston, and they are signed by Inali. The second one is signed by Elro.
Have we come across the name King Alston before?
It was King Valston.
Valston. Yeah, have we come across him before, or do we know who he is?
Make a history check.
Has anyone heard of this bloke?
Correct, you'll have good history, won't you?
I think we can all just roll it.
Yeah, roll it individually if anyone's.
Oh, no, that's a... Taveron
Very
knows
pleased
it.
with that.
Taveron knows. It's fine.
Taveron, you do know, you've heard mention of that name, the last king of Bellinor before its fall, approximately 3,000 years ago.
Blimey.
An old piece of parchment, this one.
3,000 years? The room doesn't look that bad for 3,000 years old. Could be magic of. Is there anything else we can look at? What's this thing in front of me?
There's a door in front of you, a door to the south.
Oh yeah.
There's a
as well.
radiator. What about the bookcases?
Yeah, there's some bookcases with various tomes in it. You could search through.
And what's this desk thing?
Yeah, that was where the letters were.
Alright. What about this one?
Yeah, there's sort of parchment and letters all over those things, as well
Okay.
as sort of some assorted mundane items, some pewter mugs, and
Can we look through these bookcases
quill.
down here?
Yep. So these are full of tomes and books, parchment that's mostly seen better days, falling apart. You could feel in the air that it's obviously quite dry in this room, which has preserved everything almost like a tomb. But everything in it has become so brittle that touching anything becomes just instantly to dust. And in fact, you realise as you've walked over this carpet, where your feet have touched it has just ripped and shredded it to nothing.
Could we have a look under the bed?
Yep, make a perception check.
Perception check. Not investigation.
Well, all right, either or, whichever you want to do.
Okay. I'll do perception. And not because I've got +2 on it. I dive on top of the bed. Bouncy big times.
As your head touches the floor, such a mass of cloud of dust and fragments of ply of the carpet and even bits of the bed that come flaking off as you brush up against it. It gets all in your eyes and you just let out a huge cough and don't see anything.
Where? Should we try one of these doors then?
Shall we go north or south?
Well, I've got a good feeling about south.
Okay,
Of course, we
I
will
like-
do both. Is there like a keyhole or anything we can just peek through?
Make a... Well, yeah, there's a keyhole. It's dark beyond, though. You can't see much.
Taveron.
Can I look through the keyhole?
Yeah.
Yep, there's... Unfortunately, 15 foot in front... So you've got a narrow field of view, and 15 foot in front of you, there's a wall.
Who lives in a house like this? Can we just like try the door, see if it's locked?
It opens, sort of splinters as it opens.
Oh, hello. Are those stairs going up or down?
Going down.
Right. Should we have a look through the north door before we descend?
Yeah.
Just to see. Same
Again,
again.
I'll have a look through the keyhole, please.
You see... make a perception check. There's a long corridor, at the end of which seems to be two figures, difficult to see from your limited view. The floor, the stone floor of the corridor, for a long stretch, is incredibly badly in a bad state of repair. Huge cracks and marks cover the floor.
And do these figures look like living people?
They're not moving, is all you can tell.
Can I perceive? Are these skulls actually smashed and dead, or are they still functioning?
Make a Arcana check.
15.
You have read that some undead possess the ability to reconstitute themselves. But you're uncertain if these flame skulls are those kinds of undead. You also don't know how long the process takes, or what's required for that process.
Should we chuck them in the water?
Have you got any holy water or anything to chuck on them?
Because Tom's having technical difficulties.
Surely you can Skype in.
I can Skype it. Are you sure that you haven't got some kind of like fog of war off just for me on?
Let me take your character off and put it on again.
It's definitely not the 20-year-old laptop.
I tried to load it on my phone and I had the same thing.
Oh yeah, phone's terrible for this as well.
You've got terrible vision, but you should be able to see yourself. I can see you when I do the Control L on you. Can you see Taveron?
No.
I'm literally stood next to you.
Can you see anything at all?
It's just a black screen with I've got the sidebar, but the
We're
actual
right in the bottom left of the whole screen.
Yeah, I think you're just looking at the wrong bit of the map.
Oh, I can see you.
Oh, Jesus. Now, have you got any holy water, for God's sake?
I thought I did, but I'm looking through and don't look like I do.
If you don't, let's just chuck them in the lake. No
That's a
fire
good
in
shout.
the lake.
Yeah, okay. We'll chuck them in the lake.
Oh, in that case.
As you approach the dark water of the lake, who's chucking it in? I presume only one person's going.
Well, we haven't left this room yet. I don't know if we want to anymore. Well, fuck it, I'll chuck them in, boys.
Make a perception check, Gigantor.
What's that? 15.
It's difficult to see the dark waters of the lake, even with your torchlight. But the lake is eerily dark and completely featureless. There's nothing on its surface, nothing floating on it at all. Even the rations that you chucked into that lake have appear to have disappeared.
I wouldn't fucking jump in it.
I cannonball into the lake.
Are you? What are you doing? You're throwing the things in.
Yeah. Blase. Just chuck them in.
You chuck the skeletal fragments into the lake. For a moment, you thought you saw a movement under the lake. Just a little ripple as you chucked it in, as if you disturbed something.
Which way did everyone go?
I'm just by the lake, but I think you guys
I'm
might
just
be in that thing.
watching over.
Is the lake south or
North.
east? North.
North. East.
Oh.
Yeah, boys, wouldn't go in the water if I were you. Something seems eerie. La 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 la. Can we just watch it for a minute? Someone with better
Yeah.
vision, have a look at this.
Yep.
Taveron, stick your face in.
Okay.
How long are you going to watch it for?
Just like a minute.
Oh, I'm lost.
We'll do it for 2 mins.
You watch it for the first minute, completely still. And the second minute, completely still.
I'm sure I saw something moving.
I'd like to go back to the room and pick up the king's body.
Okay.
Was that a king?
It might not be. I've no idea who it is. And take him to the lake.
Yeah.
Chuck him in.
Okay. There's a larger splash. Taveron, make a perception check.
Where the fuck is Tom? Just seen him appear on the corner of the screen.
I'm lost.
Behind enemy lines, I think.
Can someone place me like next to where I'm supposed to be?
6.
You don't notice anything.
What about Gigantor?
I don't know where you are, Tom.
Oh yeah, do I get another look? As I'm here as well.
Yeah, make it with disadvantage because you're behind Taveron.
Okay. Perception. 21. Suck on that disadvantage.
Yeah,
Directly below, almost directly below where Taveron's standing on the pier, and in front of where his gaze is, you notice an obvious slash and a sinuous, an obvious ripple and a sinuous movement. Something long just comes up, breaches the water, and silkily slips back into the water again.
Can I quickly pull Taveron back?
Yep.
Get back, Taveron. There's someone in there. Thought
Thank
I
you.
saw it before.
Thank you, Gigantor.
I throw Taveron in.
I've no idea. Where is Wade Bloodburn? Oh, is that him?
He's over on the left.
I don't know.
I'll put you back.
Trying to reload the map. And the lag was too much.
I don't know.
Lag.
Lag of off a web browser.
The lag on a 2D map.
It's not like you're trying to run slime ball or anything.
Next time I'm going to
Using
bring
it
my
up.
work laptop home. That would probably work.
Yeah, so there's definitely something in there, boys. I don't know if we want to disturb that. It could be evil.
I'm just glad we didn't jump in earlier.
Me too, me too. Right, note to self, don't go in there. Should we fuck off through one of these doors then?
Yeah.
What did you
one?
see through the north?
Don't think he has a clue.
Did you see anything through that other one? Taveron?
I saw a very long corridor, what looked like a dangerously rickety floor, and two figures at the end of the corridor. They weren't moving, could well have been statues.
Still.
I will need to move much slower. I can't keep up with you guys. Feeling quite old and outdated.
Which door then?
Are we going south or north? Should we go north?
Just trying to think.
South, I think.
So rather than going we want to go down
Yeah.
deeper.
Down,
We're going
down,
deeper
down,
underground.
Yeah, I was thinking.
down.
I'm going deeper.
Right. I see a lot of dead people.
So Taveron, looking down the staircase, you see rows and rows of benches with skeletons slumped in various states upon these benches, and in front of them a majestic carpet upon which a large stone throne with another skeleton slumped within the throne.
This might be a job for a paladin down here. Lots of dead people.
Can I light a candle?
Yeah, if you've got a torch, you can light a torch.
I think I don't have a torch.
You can't light a torch.
So what is that? So what's this on top of the carpet? The throne?
Yeah.
Oh.
What size are these? Are they gnomes?
Yeah, gnome-sized.
I've got 10 candles though.
You can light a candle.
What are these things? Like babies?
Do candles provide more view?
This is how much light a candle provides.
Surely a torch does more. A massive
Yeah,
torch.
that's an improvement.
What?
Give me a candle.
Torch is like just fire, basically.
Well, if you've got a torch, I suggest giving it to him, because the torches are much better.
Oh,
That candle's not attached to me.
I'm sure someone has a cantrip to create light.
Yeah, I do. Fairy fire.
I can.
There you go, you've got a candle on you now.
Oh, that's a significant improvement.
No, not fairy fire. Drow magic. Yeah.
Can we investigate the king or whatever it is in the throne?
Can I cast my dancing lights?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So how much light does that produce?
Don't say.
Dancing lights. That sounds like a lot of light.
What does it say?
Cast
You
in
know the dancing
chat.
lights cantrip.
Ah,
Cast this spell to reveal
you can
the
search dancing lights.
Yeah.
on the thing.
Searched it.
Dancing lights.
You create
Range
up to
120
4
foot.
torch-sized lights within range. Each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, I'll use candles for them because that's basically
So I can bloody see everything anyways.
1,
Everybody.
3, 4.
Yeah. Lots of dead babies. Yeah, so
Well,
can we have a look at this guy in the throne, please?
The skeleton in the throne suddenly flies up and falls to the ground and shatters.
Well, just from looking at him. Self-conscious. What was that? Was that you laughing, Taveron?
You hear a sort of... It's been a long time since we've had visitors.
It's on the radio. Over.
1 of 4 or 7.
At this point, 3... where are we? 3 glowing lights appear.
Yes, more light.
Hiya.
Oh no, not the blue orbs.
The blobs.
Aren't they the things that killed Creamy? I know that's his name.
And they start moving towards you.
Can we set up... Stop there!
They do not listen to you.
Right. Otherwise I will hit you with my axe. I set up a reaction.
They hover 10 foot in the air in front of you.
What have we seen these things before?
They are exactly like the will-o-wisps you fought on the first level of the Pits of Bellinor that killed Creamy.
You should have listened.
Should we let
Attack.
At this point, they attack.
Oh,
Did my reaction count for anything?
Well, I think you need to roll initiative.
Okay. Oh, hang on, what have I got here? Oh. Pharaoh Wednesday. Oh.
Let me get the turn tracker up.
Okay. Initiative. 11 or 17. Yes.
Kurak got 21. And Creamy got.
Correct, 21.
Creamy is 18.
18. Is Morglath
Yeah,
17?
Yeah.
I thought I rolled
Taveron's
quite
18.
well.
Wade 16.
Yeah.
I got 21.
You got 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So the orb goes first. Right. It's going to use its shock ability. 19.
Who's this one?
Attacking Gigantor.
That's a hit.
5 lightning damage.
Gonna have to put in that orb.
Taveron, go.
I will fire an arrow into the sphere in front of Gigantor.
Uh, 12. That is a miss.
Shit. I will hide behind the throne.
Okay, make a hide.
14.
See if they spot you. Our senses. No, and one, 2, 3. Okay. You're hidden to the best of your knowledge. So it is Kurak's go.
Wow. I am going to attack this one in front of me with everything I've got.
Flurry of blows.
Oh, it'd be rude not to.
Blow them blobs.
Remember, they're undead.
Oh, they're undead, are they?
Yeah. So,
Not for
I
long.
think that's something that we didn't do before.
I could probably do some powerful things on them.
Longsword. Longsword.
Nice. +7 on a longsword.
Longsword. Longsword. Punch. Punch. Oh. But I'm guessing 2 of those hit anyway.
2 hit, yeah.
7 and 9. 16 damage.
So doesn't seem to hit as hard as you would have liked. Seems to be resisting your piercing damage. So 16 was that? So it does 8 damage. Okay, Creamy's go.
Okay.
Don't forget to sing us a lovely song, Creamy.
Yeah. Creamy does some bardic inspiration for Morglath. He's a big man, and he's got a big gun.
Give me that fucking shooter.
What has she got? I was trying to see if there's anything that's. Ooh, she's got relentless endurance. Oh. Okay. She's gonna attack the Widow-Wisp twice.
Okay, the first one hits, the second one misses.
Bloody hell.
16 misses.
4. Oh.
So she's attacking the same one as you did.
Yeah.
So only 2 damage, I'm afraid.
God.
Okay, it's now a will-o-wisp's turn. It's going to
Kill itself.
it's going to use its shock ability on Gigantor. 16.
That's a miss.
Okay. It's your go.
Well, that weak attack has sent me into a mindless rage. How pathetic it was. And I swing at the one in front of me. Has that taken a hit already, the one in front of me? From Taveron. Did Taveron hit?
No, I missed.
I'll go for that one anyway. So, hit it with my great axe. Roar! Oh god, 15. That's going to be a miss.
You've got Bardic Inspiration.
That's the miss.
Oh, I do have Bardic Inspiration. Please hold cooler. Is it D6?
I think, isn't it D8 now?
Can that be applied to damage as well, or is it just on these attack rolls? So, these are D8, yeah?
I think it's a D8 now, yeah. I think you said that
D8.
last time.
Roar! 19.
19 is just a hit.
Just? Jesus!
That was 21 anyway.
Oh, yes, 21.
Okay, 21's a hit.
Warglaf don't like maths.
Morg math.
I'm just going to roll the damage for this and then do my next attack afterwards. So 14 damage. And then I'm going to hit the same one again. 26.
So 14 damage is reduced to. I'm not sure if it would be reduced to 8 or if it would be reduced to 7. Because does the rage damage count as the same type of damage as the. Presumably it does.
It must do.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think that's 7.
No, the rage is me just screaming in its face.
26 is definitely a hit.
Oh, so slashing damage is reduced. Unbelievable. Raw. And 8 for that one.
Okay, so that's 4 plus 7, so 11 damage. On which one are you hitting? The one that attacked you?
One in front of me.
Okay.
Pathetic against like fire or something. I seem to remember.
It's Wade's go.
Are we sure they're undead?
Yeah. Because that's what the mistake we made last time.
In that case,
if you remember last time, one of the last sessions, this is the exact room you sensed strong undeath.
No, I don't remember that. I turn the unholy. It must make a wisdom saving throw and beat 15. That's my spell save.
Okay, beats 15, is it? So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1 saved and 2 didn't.
Person does.
So what does it do? They have to flee, use all their movement to get away from you on their turn.
The puss bitch away.
Okay. So is that the end of your go?
That's my action. Which one's not fleeing?
Do you know? Do you know which has succeeded and which
Well,
has failed?
it's their goes in a second. Oh, is it still your go, Tom?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'll be engaged if I just go on top of Gigantor.
Yeah, you're engaged with all of them.
Yeah.
There.
Nice.
Okay. So, it's the Willow's go. So it's going to move its movement away from you.
Do we get attacks of opportunity?
So, a turn creature must spend its turn fleeing as far as it can. For action it uses, can only use the dash action. Okay.
We must get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you will, yeah.
Do we only get one attack of opportunity? It's one of
Okay,
them.
so speed is immense. So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, one attack of opportunity.
Yay! Let's do it, Tom. 25 for me.
So, yeah, that's I get attack opportunity with that one, don't I?
Yeah, 3 of you do.
Wow.
So I got 8 damage on that.
So that's 4,
19.
That's
6
just
damage.
7. And Tom's go.
The laptop. Here it comes. Well, it's just a normal attack.
Nice.
It's not with advantage or anything.
You've hit anyway.
Yeah, that's the hit.
Nice.
So 14. With a crackle of energy, the will-o-wisp that's attempting to flee disperses, and with a bright light vanishes.
Yay!
One other attempts to flee. 5, 10, 15. So attacks of opportunity. You only get one, so the only one that could do another one is Creamy. 15 is a miss, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch.
Oh. Goodbye.
Have you got any spells to like dismiss undead? Or like exercise undead?
Who? Not me.
Yes.
No, I'm a pretty poor spellcaster.
Okay. So that's the end of that one's go.
I could
So you
summon
just
a-
gone through the wall, by the way.
Yeah. It just passed immediately through the wall.
Mother truckers.
Okay.
Taveron,
Um,
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is Taveron close to me? He is quite close.
He's 10 foot away from you.
Charisma saving throw.